Hello and good morning from the beautiful city of Hangzhou here in China. We arrived yesterday and we checked out a lot of the main attractions around the city centre. What we haven't really explored yet is the #1 most iconic image in the city, and that's the West Lake that you can see literally right over here behind me. It is so iconic and it's stunningly beautiful. Today we're going to go hop on a boat ride and we're going to go explore lots of the lake, some of the pagodas, the bridges and the stunning scenic gardens around the lake itself. So for now, let's go get a boat.
So the boats all seem to go from this lovely promenade area that you can see right here. It's right beside the shopping district and the pedestrian area, and you have loads of different options of what boat you would like to go on. There seems to be a bigger, it almost looks like a houseboat. It's very traditional Chinese architecture. It's really beautiful, and we think this is the public boat. Then you also have little rowboats. You have boats that people can take you out and you can just sit back and relax. There even looks like there's a big cruiser out in the water as well. So we're gonna go and check out what boats there are, what prices they are, and what is in a reasonable budget for today.
Okay, so we have bought ourselves a boat ticket, and the main reason we wanted to go on a boat today is #1 because it's like the main and most popular thing to do here, and the lake's beautiful to go for a wee sail across. But right in the middle of the West Lake there's a wee small island, and it's the most popular location to check out here. It's called the Three Pools Marrying the Moon, and that's like the main thing on the island to see, and it's meant to be just stunningly beautiful. But the only way to get there is obviously by getting a boat, so that's what we're going to do now. The ticket counter sign that I was reading said that like you could get the boat to the island, disembark there, walk around by yourself and spend as much time as you want exploring, and then go to other destinations on the way back. However, I'm not sure if that is the case. I tried asking the lady when I bought it and she basically was saying that you go there and then you come back. So I don't know if we're able to go to like multiple destinations after or just the one. We're gonna have to just wait and see and kind of take it as it goes. But we have a ticket, that's a positive start, and we're going to an island, we're going on a boat.
And we are taking off. We are now on the boat. It has rammed up with people, and I am currently inside in the air-conditioned room, and it is lovely. The boat itself is really aesthetically pleasing. This only costs 70 yuan per person, so it's really affordable as well. But if you want to be outside and take in the beauty of the lake as we drive, or drive by. I think that's the word, whatever you're on a boat. But if you want to be outside, you can. There's a lovely wee walkway outside, and that's where Owen is currently, whereas I am in here enjoying all of the aircon while I have it. I've decided to come outside and join Owen, and he is talking to everybody.
Making loads of friends out here.
There's something just so pleasing about the wooden architecture that there is in China. The design's always so intricate, so interesting.
I feel like we also got lucky that we're on this boat, because some of the other boats we were looking at weren't as like aesthetically pleasing. Some of them were quite basic. This one, as Ashley said, is beautiful. It's got a wee pop of colour the whole way down through it. The designs are wicked as well. And it's going at a lovely like slow pace, but it's also quick enough that I'm getting like a nice breeze coming at me, because it is boiling, if you can't tell already.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
I tell you what, something else that's really impressed me about Hangzhou is the city skyline. It is so cool. It's really impressive. We can see it like coming right in behind us here at the back end of the lake where we've just come from. It's just packed filled with loads of mega skyscrapers, and like whenever we were looking up the city before coming here originally, that was something I was really excited to see, because there's just something about these mega Chinese cities and the way they're all just built up that's just it's absolutely wicked. I don't even know how to describe it. They're just so big.
This one's different though, because especially from this lake side, you're getting a full layer of just tree and forest, and then the skyline above that.
And then you can see out over all the mountains and all the way at the distance over here as well. So it's a real contrast of like beautiful nature and then lovely modern city with a bit of like old authentic Chinese city mixed in there as well.
Oh my goodness.
Bless you. Okay, so we have arrived at the island, and that was a much quicker journey than I thought. I would say it took us maybe 15 minutes, and we're here, and the island looks way bigger than I actually imagined it to be. So let's go exploring now.
Oh, this looks beautiful. I feel like I'm going into the middle of a forest.
I know, it's very cute. Apart from all the loudspeakers going, but it's very cute.
So here on the island, there's actually quite a few different things to check out. And the first thing that we are coming towards right now are the 3 stone pagodas, which is actually the image that you'll see if you have a 1 yuan note, which I don't have right now to show you, but we've seen loads of kids walking around with the 1 yuan note, and they're all holding it up to the mats and to this area right in front of us. And it is just over here.
As we're walking around the island here, there's a lot of really beautiful wee paths that are really well kept and maintained as well. Lots of speakers in amongst the trees, in the grass, and it's playing lovely Zen music. Sounds like some sort of traditional Chinese string instrument. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to guess that's what it is. And it's such a peaceful place. The whole area is just a really chill Zen vibe. And even though it is a very chill, peaceful feeling, it's still packed with people. There is massive crowds here. There's just boats constantly coming in and out of the island as well. And it's just a flood of people everywhere you go. Oh, we're getting wiped out by a tree here.
We have had a lovely time walking around the island, but I think we're ready to head on. So we have got into one of the many boat queues that are located all around the island, and thankfully they're all open. So with the ticket that we got on one to come to the island, and then the same ticket can take you off the island to whatever other destination that you want to go to. So it's really good that you can get on at one side of the lake and then off at the other side, so then you can have a nice wee walk around once you get off, or you can go back to the same one if you want to. A different style of a boat this time.
And just like that, we are back on mainland, and we're going to head over now and see a lovely Lotus Garden. But I think first, my belly's getting a wee bit hungry, so I need a wee snack.
So we found a Lawson's. There was a really big area behind us. There was KFC, there was McDonald's, there was loads of other restaurants, but we went into Lawson's and got these wee like rice circles, not rice triangles or squares like you usually get. Ooh, we have a bit of a show in front of us. We've just sat down looking out on the lake, and there are 2 people maybe singing. I'm not sure if they're singing or lip syncing, but they look very pretty.
They are 100% lip syncing. There is no volume coming out of them at all, but they've a wee speaker going on. But yeah, they're dressed for the occasion anyway. Yeah. We've got snacks, that's the main thing, and then we're going to go check out the Lotus Garden.
As we have referenced a few times within this video, is that it is very, very hot. It is currently summer here in China, and even though that comes with a lot of warm weather, it also comes with one of the best times to come and visit Hangzhou and Hangzhou Westlake, because the Lotus Garden is out in full bloom at this time of year, and the lotuses look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I said they were in full bloom. We might be like maybe 1 week early. They're still just a little bit closed over, waiting to shine, but they are still beautiful. As we're walking through the park and through the Lotus Garden here, there's loads of men coming along and blocking off the paths. It seems like they're closing it up, and I did read online that there's a show that happens in this area just out on the open lake. I think every night, I'm not too sure. But I think we have just made it here and no more. I'm sorry. Do you actually hear that wind? This is crazy. But yeah, there's a show that happens here every single night. It is a paid attraction. I think it's starting price around 250 yuan per person. But we aren't going to the show. We just wanted to come and see the Lotus Garden itself. So if you are coming, make sure to come a little bit earlier in the evening time, because we're here probably around 5 o'clock now, and I think we've literally got in and no more. This is literally the area that we entered from, and it is now completely blocked off.
Wow. We timed that perfectly, and we want to go check out this temple that's on the other side of the road, and it looks like they've blocked it off too. I don't know how to get over it. They've blocked the whole middle of the road with a big rail, and they pulled out these gates from whenever we first came here, so I don't actually think we can get over there now.
Change of plans.
So earlier we went on a mission to find that Lotus Garden that we visited. Turns out we did not need to do that. There is lotuses everywhere surrounding the West Lake here. The whole way down this side, there's tons of them. Over all of the bridges we've went, there has been loads of them. We can see at the other side of the water, the whole way down alongside it as well. It's just covered in all these beautiful pink lotuses. And they are wicked, but I can't believe we actually went on like a mission thinking it's in one area, just this one wee lotus pond, lotus garden area. The whole of the city is just Lotus City.
Blame for that one. I thought we had to go to this one particular Lotus Garden.
And this is why normally I do the research whenever it comes to planning things, whenever Aisling does it.
Nah.
You know, these things tend to happen.
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort.
Predominantly Owen's team.
Team Owen does the research. Team Aisling
shows
up.
I find cool
most of the time.
I find cool additional stuff for the day.
Yeah, sometimes. The whole loop trail around the lake is beautifully passed the whole way like this here. It makes it super accessible to everybody, and it's really popular to cycle or walk around it. We were looking at the bikes. There's loads of city bikes everywhere you can rent, but we're not actually able to get on to rent the city bikes. You have to download an app and you need a Chinese mobile number, a local number to do it, which we don't have. We're currently using an eSIM, so we're unfortunately unable to get the bikes. But we're going to walk bits of it. It's a 7 mile long loop, so we're obviously not going to do the whole thing because it's quite a jaunt, but I can totally see why this has been such an inspiration for so many painters and poets throughout Chinese history. It's just lovely, and obviously everybody else thinks the same. The place is super crowded, and it is a really popular spot for people to come from all over China to visit. As we said at the start of the video, it's a really iconic image and area.
And if you're not feeling quite up to doing the walk or cycle around the lake here, you can also opt to get like a kind of like bus type thing that takes you the whole way around. It's just a paid thing, but it is great, just making sure that everybody can come and experience it.
Because we're walking around the actual edge of the waterfront here, we can see pretty much the whole way around it, and it's just a sea of people. The whole outskirts is just flooded with I can just see loads of white blips with people's t-shirts and stuff the whole way around. It's nuts. And it's taken me the whole way back to the day we went to visit the Great Wall up in Beijing. We went to the bustling section about 4 months ago, and it was hectic with the amount of people. It was just bumper to bumper. And as the evening's going on here, I'm getting that same kind of vibe. The more and more people are coming out, and as we said, it's peak summer season here in China at the moment, so kids are off school, people are on holidays. We spoke to quite a few people today, none of them from Hangzhou here, all of them from surrounding parts in China that have come here for the holidays. So clearly everybody has the same thought, but it's obviously an extremely busy time to visit the country.
And we are now finished over at the West Lake, and we are heading to a market that is very close by. It's called the Woolen Night Market, and we believe this is actually going to be our first ever proper night market here in China. We've been to like foodie streets, but never an actual market, so I'm really excited for this one. But the rain is on, however, so the umbrellas are going to have to come out. Come here.
Keep them dry under here, she's running away, I can't keep up with her.
And this market was literally like 300 meters from the bridge, the broken bridge area. Maybe a little bit more, maybe about 500 meters.
It was more than that again.
It wasn't far is what I'm getting at. But clearly we're not the only people with this idea. Everyone is flooding out from the lake area to the market.
It is dinner time after all.
Yes, I am hungry. Oh, this is wicked.
This is really good. I've never been to or seen a market that has so much like shelter for whenever it rains. It's fantastic. Really good.
All of the market kind of roofs the whole way down here seem like they're quite a permanent structure. And they were literally back there like 3 tents wide, and then you had all of the food on either side, all of the stores. So it was so good for whenever it rains. Makes me think that it rains a lot here in the evening time, but it's brilliant. Usually when you go to these kind of markets, you just have to get wet, don't you? And as if we didn't have enough choice outside, we have all of this indoors.
Food and more food.
Goodness on every corner.
I don't even know where to begin.
So much going on. So many skewer places. Look at them. They look so good.
Yes, yes, yes.
Holy smokes.
Holy sizzling indeed. So, we have went for a couple of sizzling pots this evening. We went for one chicken sizzler that is stuffed full of orange? Sorry, my head's away. I just got like an orange like tin of juice there. Stuffed full of peppers and onions and loads of different spices and chili, topped up with some sesame seed. And then this one is actually bullfrog, which I'm super excited to try. I've only ever had frog once in my life before, and it was really, really tasty and juicy. So we're going to give it another whack this evening.
And then we've also paired it with some steamed rice and a cucumber. A cucumber salad, which looks really tasty. And all of this was only 68 yuan as well.
So we're going to go with the frog first, I think. It looks like there's quite a bit of bone in it, and it looks like there's also maybe like slices of potato like sizzling through this. Let's go. I don't know if there's bone in this piece or not, but oh, there definitely. We're going to come back to this in a minute. It's very hot. Okay, we've let the frog sit for a wee minute, but I'm too keen to get stuck in it, to be honest with you. I'm just dying to try it, so here we go. It's just a lovely tender white meat. It's like chicken, only maybe even lighter again. It's really nice. However, my issue with frog, and this was the same issue I had the last time I tried it, there's little to no meat on it. It's so much bone and like not that much meat at all. Like look, this is clearly a leg of some sort of the frog, and like I can see a wee bit of meat on it. Yeah, look, there's his knee joint. But like all the meat that's on it, it's not even worth talking about. The flavours, however, are really good, and you can tell it's just been cooked in loads of juice and it's just like been simmering away for a long time. And I do really like it, but it's slightly more effort than it's worth in my opinion. So we're going to leave this video here, and I'm going to continue eating through the rest of my frog. We really hope you enjoyed this one, coming for a bit of a peaceful walk around the Hangzhou West Lake today. It was a wicked location, and honestly it's so underrated. There's so many more travellers and backpackers should come to this city and check it out. It's beautiful. Some of this frog, to be honest, a wee bit questionable. I'm enjoying parts, but I've just come across your man's foot that is slightly off-putting for me, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about that one, but let me know down in the comments below. Would you try bullfrog? I'm gonna eat the foot anyway, actually. There's a bit of meat on it. Put it down.